All right. Okay. I want to see if my interface works. I want to see if my interface is coming through. Okay. It's working. Now, I'm going to show you that I am using it and no noise is coming through. And I'm going to show you proof. And this is for the people that called my interface trash. So this is for the people that called my interface a piece of crap. Just letting you know that. Yes, yeah, I'm very angry because I paid $600 for this interface. I'm gonna show you right now. If Let me move my camera a little bit, like there. That's my second camera. All right. Let me see if. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me. All righty then. All right. Give me a second. Oh, I probably have it turned off. Duh. No. That's why. Oh, wrong. What? All right. There we go. I just turned it off and turned back on. All right. So there it is. Okay, hold on. So give me a second. I'm gonna turn off the settings to prove it that it is working. That no noise is coming through. And I not using, I'm gonna let you know. I am not using I'm gonna get it straight to everybody's head. And I'm gonna show you. Let me turn off the settings on my RODE interface. Okay. Just to let you know, I'm using the Rodecaster. Well, I'm gonna say RODE interface. My $600. I'm moving my table around. You might hear that. So now, do you hear any noise? Hold on. Just to let you know, I'm using the RODE interface. It cost me $600. And yes, just to let you know, I'm an idiot. I was moving everything around and I forgot to turn on the USB. So now you probably heard my background because I have the phone in front of me. But anyways, yes, I probably hit the camera with my mic. Okay, so there you go. Do you guys hear my background noise? And I'm not using the plugins from ELG. Hold on, let me see. I don't know how to pronounce it, so I apologize. And if I cut out one more time, uh, okay, I'm not using ELGATO at all. I took it apart and using only the Stream Deck Plus only. No plugins. Only the plugins I'm using from them is noise removal and a third party noise removal. Do you guys can hear any noise? Just asking. And if you guys can hear any noise, let me know, please. Okay. And my mother has the TV blasting 100 volume percent. Just let you know that. Um, just to let you know that my mother has the TV blasting very loud. So I'm in the same room, and now I could do you a favor and remove these two plugins, and you'll see that I'm not lying. I'm using my $600 interface. All right. So just letting you know, I'm using my $600 without me paying $50, without me using the $50 plugin. It's called Focus Voice. I'm not using that. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for letting me know that you don't hear my mother's TV. Do you want to know what plugins I use? And I didn't spend a dime. Just let you know, I'm not using no plugins from the company that makes Stream Deck Plus, the one that costs $50. That's the one I'm talking about. I'm not using the $50 plugin they charge. I am using one of them, but I didn't pay for nothing. So let me know if you want to know what kind of plugins I'm using. I'm using a plugin, but it's not Focus Voice. Do you really want to know which one I'm using? Just let me know. And I can't believe it's working. $600 interface, and everybody called it a trash. And I only using one program. I'm using two plugins. That's it. That's all I'm using. I'm gonna show you right now if I can see what. Okay, let me open the program first. Okay, there you go. All right. Let's see. Give me a second. Share. All right. Okay. Here we go. Really? There we go. Okay. This is the program, the Wave Link 3.0. I'm using Wave Link 3.0. And look at all is working is RODE interface software. I mean, not software, microphone and the mic. You want to know what plugins I'm using? Okay, here we go. Just to prove these people that I don't have I didn't pay the $50 voice focus. Look, there is the plugins I'm using. All right, here we go. I'm gonna turn it off so you can hear. Can somebody hear that? I turned it off now. Can they hear the noise? I can hear it in my ear. Can anybody tell me, can they hear that noise? I turned all my plugins off. All right, turning the plugins back on. There you go. I turn them back on. Just to let you know, I'm using Wavelink software only in these plugins. And I'm using a $600 interface. And I'm going to prove that again just to shut these people out. So, can anybody tell me again, can they hear any noise in the background? All right, give me a second. All right, I am back. Now, can I tell you this? I don't hear no sound in my ears. And if somebody could tell me on the chat if they hear any sound coming through, because I promise you these um plugins works on my new interface, and I'm using on the same plugins except a new one that new interface come with is Focus Voice that you have to pay the $50. Now, just to let you know, your people that pick on the interface of RODE, leave my RODE interface alone. Just giving you a heads up. My RODE works 100% better than L A. I mean E. Hold on. Hold on. I'm spelling it wrong. I'm a moron. It's ELGATE. Hold on. ELGATO. My RODEE is better than ELGATO. Just letting you know that. And I will put my mouth, I will put my foot in my mouth just to prove it that my RODE is better than ELGATO. And yes, I said I will put my foot in my mouth if this video take any sound in the background. But I'm pretty sure from my recording it did not. And my mother has the TV very loud. And I sleep on the same room. Just let you know that. And right there, I have ELGATO disable, and I'm using it as a Stream Deck Plus. Thank you. So let me know if you guys hear any background. So I need to know if you can hear any background. I will bite my tongue, and call it a loss. Just letting you know that I would call it a loss because I could be a man and be honest and take a hit that I could be wrong. Just saying. But I'm here because I've been working from yesterday and today, and just now I did a video and did all these plugins. Okay. These 3 plugins. Oh, look at that. I forgot to turn a plugin on. What a dumbass. And I have a plugin. All 3. Look at 2 plugins that I have noise removal. The D gate is a noise removal. If I'm correct. I'm not good at this. You can ask the Clay Allen review. I'm not good at this. I give you my word. These 3 plugins, I did my recordings and there are no noise coming in. My mother has the TV blasting and I don't hear from my feedback. Okay, you might hear feedback. Wow. I stay quiet and aim my microphone straight to my mother's TV, and it works. I don't hear no noise. Wow. So, guess what? I debunk my own research. I debunk my own research. Wow. I debunk my own research. My own this research. I debunk my research. I debunk my own research. I debunk my own research. You might hear back my feedback from my YouTube because I'm trying to listen to my own. But anyways, I just paused it. So just to let you know, I debunk my own research. I am using my $600 interface. I'm using my $600 interface. And I'm only using three plugins. Three plugins. No focus voice. I had to think about that. Just letting you know that the TV is loud. My niece is throwing toys, and you don't hear a dang thing. I debunk my own video. I debunk people talking trash about RODE. I debunk my own video. I debunk these other fools calling RODE interface is trash. My RODE interface is not trash. The next person I hear on any video they make and call my interface trash, they're gonna get a nasty comment. Just saying. Just let you know that. I'm let you know that my interface that I spent 600 and I spent 300 more just to show that you needed the focus voice and the noise removal from ELGATO. And I debunk my own radio because you only need the gate. I'm going to tell you right now, you need this one right here, this one, and this one. That's it. That's all you need. I don't have no focus voice plugin. Just let you know that. I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart, if you hear any noise in the background, it's because I did not turn on the plugins on. Am I using the interface, the 600 interface? the 600 interface. Now, I'm going to show you that I'm using the 600 interface. The 600 interface. And yes, I'm cutting out because I'm looking on my 600 interface if I'm clipping or noise coming in. And guess what? Yes, it's a noise coming in. I'm letting you know there's noise coming in. But I'm going to tell you what is helping you for the noise not to come in. Do you want to know? Do you really want to know? I'll show you. Okay, give me a second. I can't see with all my equipment in my way. This program I'm using the Wavelink 3.0 and I'm using these plugins. That's it. I'm using Wavelink 3.0 and I'm using these plugins. Now I'm going to show you and give you my word that I'm using a 600 device. And the reason I'm doing this video is because somebody texts me, oh, our ODE is still trash because it's noise still come in. Okay. I worked from 6, I think from 6 to 3 in the morning to look at this and make it work. There you go. I did you guys a favor and got it to work. It took me yesterday to today, and there you go. There you go. Yes, I'm cutting out because I keep moving my head to the left, to the right, and I keep cutting. So, yes, I keep cutting myself out. So I'm going to put the mic to my right so I don't cut out. Anyways, I'm just letting you know that it's working. My mother has the TV loud. Um, my niece is throwing toys downstairs. You don't hear that. Just letting you know that. Um, I'm letting you know anyone that calls my interface trash one more time, and I'm not saying the people that leaves me comment. I'm talking about the people on these dumb Facebook group. But anyways, look at that. I bet you didn't hear that, did you? That that radio picked up the volume up. Bet you didn't get that, did you? Just letting you know. And I'm gonna tell you right now. A $300 beat my thought that the 600 couldn't do. But there's a but now. Um, I'm gonna tell you something, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it the way I feel. The reason I thought the 600 beats the 300 because the $300 use AI, noise removal, and a better EQ. I was wrong. I apologize. Um, but it took me all night and today, working all night and today to figure it out. I probably, I'm surprised I didn't get yelled at. But anyways, it works. I checked it. I mute my mic so I couldn't talk. I heard you can hear what I said because I have my phone right in top of the table so I can see what people say. Does mean that I was listening to my own feedback to see if I hear noise. Nope. The only thing you hear is my feedback from YouTube. Anyways, my point is you do not need voice focus for $50. All you need is 3 plugins, and I'm gonna show you. Hold on. Let me mute my YouTube, and I can watch the recording. So, just saying. So give me a second. Close that. Now, I'm gonna show you. Now, look at this. This is my Stream Deck Plus interface. Okay. Now, look, I have the same plugins, except I'm gonna turn this one off so you see that I cannot hear no background noise. See? Now, I could delete this profile just to prove you that you're not gonna get no noise. You know what? I'll do you a favor. I will delete it just to hit. Watch. Hold on. I have to. There you go. I deleted it. You don't see it. My interface got. I just got an alert on my Stream Deck Plus that I got deleted. That is going to normal. Normal Stream Deck. Okay. There you go. Now, I'm going to show you something else. Just to prove it that I'm using the Stream Deck Plus only as original to mute my mic for the RODE. All right. Let me see where's that at. Okay, Stream Deck right there. All right. This is my volume. This one don't count. It's for my Stream Deck Plus. For my Stream Deck interface. This one is for the Stream Deck. I mean from RODE. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you on camera. All right. Hold on. Okay. There you go. Now I'm looking at this. Is muted. I'm gonna say it again. La 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 la. There you go. Only using Stream Deck Plus as a Stream Deck Plus only, not an interface. I disable it just to show you proof that I'm not a liar. I show you guys that it works. That my $600 is a decent equipment. Let's see what else. That I'm not gonna sell it. You see my USB hub. Mike Newman told me to get it because it's a good USB hub. That's a $600 interface. I will not trade. I traded one interface. And the reason, I didn't trade it. I sold it because I have my reason. I sold it because I have no room. I have no room to put it. Be honest, I don't have no room. All right, I'll show you what I put my Stream Deck Plus. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see something. Okay. Let me think. Okay. Nope. All right. Turn it off for a second. Ah. All right. Hago en la cho- Hold on. My camera came out of the thing. I don't like this camera a lot. there is my Stream Deck Plus. I disable it and I'm using it as a I'm using it as a Stream Deck Plus, no interface. There you go. That's a better view. There you go. Now, this right here is the stream. That's for the interface. There you go. That is the plugin for the interface on the Stream Deck Plus for the interface. The interface. I'm looking at the camera and pointing. All right. I'm not looking at my microphone. So, just to let you know, this cable is for my Stream Deck Plus. It's disabled. And I'm not using no plugins that everybody says, including myself, you got to pay $50. Okay. I'm not using that because somebody in on one of the channels I watch told me, yo, why you don't make a video and prove it without the $50? So I've been working from yesterday and all day straight today to now that you don't need the $60. My roommate has the TV loud and you don't hear it, correct? So there you go. Watch this. La 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 la. There you go. I'm using my audio Stream Deck Plus only for noise. So there you go. This is the proof that I'm not a liar. I'm not joking. Somebody gave me this idea and somebody's live. There you go. I'm using my $600 interface and my $200 microphone. So now watch this. I think so. If I turn on the plugins or the settings on RODE, then you might hear the background too. I forgot to tell you that. The reason I forgot is I was working only the plugins for Wavelink. I apologize. So at least I'm being honest. All right. I'm going to show you what I have done on RODE. Okay. So give me a second for the app to open. Oh, it is open. All right, so okay. All right. Preset. Stop noise. All right. I'm back. I'm done coughing like a horse. All right. See, I have stop noise. All right. Click it. See, I have that off. 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 And I have that on. Okay, made a mistake. Hold on. Okay. Now, you see it's plugged in, correct? Everything's plugged in the back. Now, again, before I show you any plugins, again, let me plug in my mouse. Oops, sorry. I'm plugging in my. There we go. Anyways, here is my Stream Deck Plus, and I'm only using the Stream Deck Plus. I disable it. I'm only using the front screen device. Watch. See? Only the buttons only. And there you go. Here's the plug for my microphone. My microphone is plugged in through the RDE interface. Now, I'm going to show you my plugins. Okay. If I don't stop, if don't start coughing like a horse. All right, start all over. All right. Starting with high pass filter. That's off. Okay, hold on. High pass filter. All right. De-esser. Noise gate. You see how I have this one on only. Only have this one on only just to show you. Okay. If my mouse skip compressor or whatever how you say it is off. 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 See? Told you it's off. And this is I left it on. Wait. Okay. Clear. All right. So let me go back. I clicked to turn it on. Okay. There we go. See? It's off. So I've got you have to leave this one on. Oh, I have to leave that one on. Okay. But you see all these are off. I'll do it again. 1, 2. That one stays on to help for noise to go through. Okay. Off, 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 and off. Okay. Now, I'm going to show you what I'm using from Wavelink. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. All right. Where are you, Wavelink? Come here, come here, come here, come here. All right. Wavelink. There you go. That's all the plugins I've on. And you don't hear nothing. You don't hear a dime of my background. There you go. Now, do you want to see that I'm not joking with you about that I'm using my $300 interface? Hold on. Let me put the camera. Let me put the camera back where it belongs. All right. All right. I think I have it in the setting. Okay. There we go. There it is. There we go. Told you. I am using this interface. Watch and learn. And I'm going to prove you guys. There we go. There it is. I'm using a $600 interface and I'm not using nothing else. Told you. I'll see you guys later. Have a nice day.